carved out a space just for you, a space of reflection and contemplation during this unique to unity ceremony, which is based on Charles Fillmore's teaching of the 12 powers. The idea that each one of us innately possess the capacities and qualities that we often attribute to the divine, and that by discovering these qualities within ourselves, we can bring them into greater expression. Qualities like love, like imagination, power, discernment, understanding, zeal, release, faith, life, order, wisdom, strength. If any of these capacities resonate with you, you'd like to see yourself bring them into greater expression, join us this Wednesday in the Pyramid at 7 p.m. See you there.
Unity. Please rise as you are able and join us in our opening praise songs, and welcome the Unity Choir. We're having a few technical issues with our screens this morning, so we're going to go old school. I'm singing Sanctuary. Ready?
Sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, and with thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you.
handshake, a hug, a holy high five. If you prefer no contact, give us one of these. Good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. I'll take a hug.
In honor of this Advent season, we will continue with Hark the Herald Angels Sing. 2 verses, and I will feed you lyrics. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all, joy in the trial.
did pretty good on those lyrics. How did you guys do? I love Christmas carols. So we don't have video announcements today. We're going to get this fixed, I promise. They should still be under warranty since we just got them last year, but we'll figure it out. So the 12 Powers candlelight.
We have carved out a space just for you, a space of reflection and contemplation during this unique to unity ceremony, which is based on Charles Fillmore's teaching of the 12 powers. The idea that each one of us innately possess the capacities and qualities that we often attribute to the divine, and that by discovering these qualities within ourselves, we can bring them into greater expression. Qualities like love, like imagination, power, discernment, understanding, zeal, release, faith, life, order, wisdom, and strength. If any of these capacities
honor or, give it an honor or memory of someone, I lied. It's today. So today, if you would like to help us beautify our stage for Christmas and you'd like to donate a poinsettia, and you would like to do so in honor or memory of someone you love, you can do that. Today is the last day. We'll still take your donations, but we have to get all those names in the screens. It takes a little bit of time. So that's today. And you'll find that on the helpful links on our website. If you go to unityhouston.org, scroll down past the beginning pictures, and then you'll see these multicolored little buttons. That's what we call helpful links. What else do I want to tell you? Oh, it's not me, it's Carol Money. Where's Carol Money? I'm going to invite my dear friend Carol to come out and talk to us about sacred travel at Unity.
Oh my goodness, so I am so excited to share with you about my sacred travel to Alaska earlier this year. So it was everything that you could hope for. The majestic beauty, the humpback whales, the massive ice glaciers. It was absolutely breathtaking. And honestly, I almost didn't go because I hate cold weather. My nose turns red, my fingers are stiff, and I have to wear bulky sweaters just to stay warm. But so many of my choir friends, my tribe had signed up, so my husband and I decided to go as well. After all, my love language is quality time, and boy, did I get my needs met during this trip. So the excursions were wonderful. And I remember one time when Della and I, we rushed out the boat just to be the first in line to take the tram up to the mountain to go hiking. Well, apparently we weren't fast enough because when we get on the trail, Harold and Mary were there ahead of us. So it was so nice to see them outside of the church setting in nature and just taking a nice walk with them. But my favorite days actually were the days that we had at sea. So we'd start the morning with the morning meditation with either, Reverend Michael or Karen Drucker or Gary Lynn Floyd. Such amazing talent. And that would set the tone for the day. So then, we'd wander down and get breakfast, and I'd maybe run into, Mark and Lorna Joyce, who were on the cruise. And we'd talk and laugh and share our, activities for the day. Then at lunch, I'd run into maybe Donna or Susan or Kavita, more friends, and we'd share stories and just laugh. And then afterwards, we'd go our separate ways, and maybe we'd do line dancing or art classes or whatever the boat had for that day. And at dinner, we would gather all together and we'd have a sit-down dinner. One night I had dinner with Michael Gott at our table. So for me, that was the perfect day. My quality time bucket was overflowing. So I remember how, I think about this time and like what kind of I can equate it to. And it was almost like a family reunion, except this time you like everybody. And remember how I said that I hate cold weather and almost didn't go? Well, this week, Alaska had a heat wave. I didn't wear a single sweater that I packed. But I came home with a lot of Alaska t-shirts that I had to buy. So I don't know what the Costa Rica trip has planned for you, but I know that's going to be beyond your wildest expectations. Thank you.
I asked Carol to do a testimonial because it's really, we're going to do some of the same things. Obviously, no glaciers or humpback whales in Costa Rica. I thought they might do have whales down that way. But anyway, it is a time to explore a beautiful part of the world. We have a lot of things that we're doing out in nature, and we do it as a spiritual family. It's November of 26, so that gives you 11 months to plan, but you need to go ahead and sign up if you want to do that because it is filling up. Go to what do I call them? Helpful links, and there's also a page on our website called Travel with Unity. Many of you should have all gotten one of this when you walked in today. I know a lot of folks like to do charitable year-end giving. There is a tax benefit. There's a mandatory distribution from some of your IRA accounts at a certain age, and you save money on taxes if you give directly to a charity. Well, that's us. We will be happy to help you in that. But if you are going to be making charitable year-end donations, I would ask that you would prayerfully consider Unity of Houston as one of those places that you would support. It really does help us out quite a bit. And I think I got it all in there, didn't I? Yeah. The screens aren't there to remind me I'm off. So I'd just like to welcome those who are here for the first time. It's such a joy. We normally have beautiful brand new screens that are so brilliant and colorful, but today we're having a little technical difficulty. But we would love just to give you a thank you gift for being here. So out in the lobby, you'll see a table that has some gift bags. One of those is for you. And at that table is our welcome team, and they'll answer any questions you might have about Unity of Houston. Thank you for blessing us with your presence today. And if you're watching online, we would also ask you to fill out the online connection card. It's just an easy way for you to let us know who you are, how you found out about us, and whether or not you'd like to be on our email list. Now it is time for the third Sunday of Advent, so I'm going to welcome the Ozanne and Young family to our stage to light the candles. This is Harold and Mary Ozanne, their daughter Olivia Young, her husband Elle, and their children Elle and Marley. Good job, Marley.
Today we continue our observation of the season of Advent, a Christian tradition that began more than 5 centuries ago. In Advent, the 4 Sundays leading up to Christmas are seen as a time of preparation for the birth of Christ. The candle in the center of the Advent wreath symbolizes the Christ light present within each of us. Each of the surrounding candles represent a spiritual quality to deepen in preparation for the birth of the Christ child. The past 2 Sundays, we lit the candles of faith and peace, whose lights continue and guide us as we deepen in this sacred season.
Today, as we begin our Advent ritual, we again honor those lights as we reflect on this Sunday's theme, love. Together from the flame of the Christ candle, we light the candle of love as we embrace the light of love that resides in each of us.
With this, we remember the words of Jesus in John 13. I give you a new commandment, that you love one another, just as I have loved you. You should love one another. By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another.
Please repeat after me our Advent affirmation. On this day of Advent, I open my heart to giving and receiving the love that all the world needs now.
As we prepare for meditation, I'll be singing Spirit Am I by Jay. of all limits, safe and healed and whole. Spirit am I, free to forgive and free to love the world. Spirit am I, Spirit am I, free of all limits, safe and healed and whole. Spirit am I, free to forgive and free to love the world. Spirit am I, Spirit am I, Spirit am I.
Within, in whatever way is most comfortable for you, closing your eyes or gently lowering your gaze. And as I often do when leading meditation, I just ask us to take a few conscious breaths, following the breath all the way in and out of the body. And begin to deepen and lengthen those breaths. And with a gentle discipline, just keep the mind right there, following that breath all the way in, all the way out. And just like that, you are meditating. I also often say that the essence of meditation is simply a gentle, focused awareness on the now moment, being here, being present. So I invite us all to simply stay with that breath for a few more cycles of breathing in, breathing out. You might notice that the mind wants to go to past or future. But gently, we invite ourselves to be fully present with this breath and this breath. For this third Sunday of Advent, we have lit the candle of love. For such a small word, it has so many meanings and depths of experience and expression. We might greet a friend saying, "I love that color on you." Use the same word to describe our connection and commitment in our deepest, most important relationships. Our spouse, our children, our parents, our grandchildren. But there is this sense of connecting, this sense of something in me connecting to you, to the color of your dress, to the beautiful natural world around us. Love is a good word to hold all of this connection. this giving and receiving of focus and energy. Ernest Holmes gave a definition for the word love. He said, love is the self-givingness of God into creation. That there is this impulse for giving of God's own being and creativity and intelligence and beauty into form, into galaxies and universes, hummingbirds and babies, whales. All of that an expression of God's love. And I am an expression of this love, and you are an expression of this infinite creativity and power and great love. Meister Eckhart, the medieval mystic, commenting on John 3:16, he said this: "The eternal is forever begetting its only begotten." That we are all the only begotten of God. All of us part of this ongoing act of creation, incarnation, expression of God. So for the last minute or so of our meditation, I just invite us to reflect upon where love is flowing in our life and where love may be restricted. If we're holding someone in unforgiveness or resentment, we may not be ready to forgive in this moment, but just notice. Is there anyone I need to forgive? Is there anyone I need to ask forgiveness from? Is there anything I need to do to clear the channel that love may flow again? And lastly, I would simply ask us to reflect, is there some area in life that we are withholding love from ourselves? Some place where we are in criticism and judgment of our own behavior, actions, just the ways we are. And if you're ready, I invite you to forgive yourself in this moment. I heard a wife describe a situation when her husband was in a cycle of self-criticism and judgment, and she said, "I don't like to hear anyone talk to the man I love like that." And so see where we have been unloving towards ourselves, and see if there is a place for gentleness and release, that the flow of God's love may be complete in us again. Silently, you might affirm these words I now speak in the first person as your own. I am as God created me. I live in divine love. I give and receive love in every area, in every relationship of my life. God is love, and so it is. Amen.
In the silence of the night, that formed the moon and stars reached for you and stole your heart. Highly favored, you were called to the hardest job of all. You were barely just a girl to cradle the weight of all the world. Glory to God in the highest. Glory to God in the highest. As years went by, you freed his hand. You watched your boy become a man. You did your best to keep him safe, but he was never yours to claim. Glory to God in the highest.
That song gets me every time. I'm thinking for my Christmas Eve message, it's Mary keeps coming to me. I want to talk about Mary. And it's 9 days away. It may change. Because today I'm not speaking about what I thought I was going to talk about. But there's another song lyric that sometimes we have one of our singers sing here. It's Breath of Heaven. Amy Grant was the first person I heard sing it. It's a song from Mary's perspective on the road to Bethlehem. And there's a lyric that I just wanted to offer. Mary sings, "Do you wonder as you watch my face if a wiser one should have had my place? But I offer all I am for the mercy of your plan. Help me be strong. Breath of heaven, hold me together. Be forever near me, breath of heaven. Breath of heaven, lighten my darkness. Pour over me your holiness, for you are holy." There's something about this is what I love about the metaphysics of the Christmas story, is that I can place myself in each part of that. And I told you last week you're pregnant, do you remember? That each of us are here to birth some of the Christ light in a unique way that only can come through you. If I can get my, not Ernest Holmes, Ralph Waldo Emerson said, if I can get my bloated nothingness out of the way and allow the light that is uniquely trying to express the God light as me in all I do, in every relationship, in every song I write or sing, in every talk that I give, if I'm willing to just be humbled and let my ego step aside, then that the light of the Christ comes through me and in you, if you're willing. If we are willing to be the place. And what I love about Mary is that it's such a human thing to be a young pregnant girl on a journey in the middle of winter, no place in the hotel, just like, it's so human. See, that's the beauty of the incarnation. It's where the divine and the human meet. And it's happening in you today. And it's happening in me today. And I love this somewhere in one of the letters of Paul, and I didn't know I was going to use it or I would have written it down, but it says that in him all the fullness of the deity dwelt, that he is fully human, Jesus, the Christ, fully human and fully divine, not half human and half divine. And we too are fully human and fully divine. And sometimes I'm using a lot of I statements, judge my humanity as being less than divinity. Ernest Holmes did say this: humanity is divinity revealed. That's the story of Christmas. Now I should get on my notes before I run out of time. Songs are just coming to me, and I love music, you know that. And I usually don't like to read lyrics, but I'm doing it a bunch today because we don't have time to sing all the songs. I'm just using little pieces. And two more, after I already had like 3 references in my talk, just driving here listening to my phone today on the way to, and I only live like 12 minutes away. The first one was Barbra Streisand and Celine Dion. How gay is that? They're singing this song, Tell Him, but this is the lyric. Love will be the gift you give yourself. And the song is about vulnerability. Tell him how you feel. Don't let this past go by. Tell him. Love will be the gift you give yourself. You see the paradox in that, right? I feel this love, and I want to give love to him or her or them. But when we give love, we receive the gift because we have opened to our true nature. The light of the Christ shines when we're willing to be in that vulnerable open space of expressing our love to another flawed human being. And the other one that came to me was, it just came on a random stream on my phone, but at this stage of life still feels very apt. Paul Simon, Still Crazy After All These Years. I thought I would be better by now. This is funny. I used this as a little funny last year, so I do sometimes rerun my jokes, but not this short, but this one was perfect. Somebody on the internet had written, sometimes I shock myself with the smart and profound things I say. And sometimes I try to get out of my car with my seatbelt still buckled. Can anybody else relate to that? Still crazy after all these years? Yeah. Whew. In the last 10 years of my life and of my ministry, so yeah, one of my mentors said that ministry is where we grow up in public. So I'm sharing, there are some teachers that speak from their mastery all the time, and some who teach from their growing edge, for better or the worse. That's the one you usually get from me. That when I'm in my own journey of discovery, of practicing these principles and seeing how true they can be for me, as I'm learning something in recovery, we say we share our experience, strength, and hope with one another. And that's what I try to do. I don't tell theory so much as this is my experience. This is how these principles are working for me. And I've noticed in the last 10 years or so that I feel called to make a wider circle of welcome for my human nature. That I am still crazy after all these years, still go through some of the same old things. You know, if it's not one thing, it's your mother. You've heard that from me. Some childhood wound will still get activated in me, even as a minister after all these years. And instead of trying to hide it, push it away, repress it, I'm learning to just go, here it is. Yep, still doing this. And I have enough history now and enough practice in this teaching to know that, yes, it comes again, but it's different, because the work that I did before is taking me to a deeper level. In recovery, I learned the idea of the layers of the onion. You've heard this? Yes, I did work on that childhood wound, but now I'm at a deeper level. And I will probably still be doing this work before I take my last breath on the planet. And so the work is not to make that wrong, or I'm not disappointed in myself, but to go, okay, still human, still crazy, still growing, still learning to embody more and more of this truth. I wanted to talk for a moment about the paradox of the times we find ourselves in, that we are in the most connected, informed age of humanity ever. And we do want to extend our compassion both to Brown University and to Bondi Beach in Australia. There were shootings in both places yesterday. In Australia, it was a Hanukkah celebration, and a Jewish gathering was targeted, and it is considered a hate crime. And so I want to just honor and say happy Hanukkah to all of our Jewish brothers and sisters, and just let you know that we stand with you and in all people of faith. That, that too, our collective humanity has not yet evolved past violence. Have you noticed? But the work continues, and the work is always done here first. So this paradox of being the most informed and connected, you know, I didn't know I wanted to read you those lyrics from the Amy Grant song, but as Ken was singing, I thought, ooh, Google, there it was. That's how connected we are. Instant. Everything is available right at my hand. There it is. And we have less need to leave our home for anything. Uber Eats can bring food to you. Whatever, any restaurant in town you want to, just tell them on your phone. They'll bring it to you. I can see how everybody's doing on Facebook or Instagram and never need to leave my house or pick up my phone. Oh, look. Michael knitted a sock. Oh, look. So-and-so had a birthday. And we feel connected. And in some ways we are. My high school girlfriend had her birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Holly. She used to call me between marriages. Just we stayed in touch that while. Yeah, she's a sweet, sweet woman. If she is ever watching this, I love you. I'm sorry if that offended you. I am not one to talk about multiple relationships. I was watching an interview with Brene Brown, who's just, what a gift she is. Talk about to this authenticity, vulnerability conversation she has brought. And now she's leading, doing this leadership training with the top 10 and 20 companies of the world with their leaders. I mean, she's doing incredible work, and it's so spiritual. And she says that her reference is always spiritual. She is a God person. And she's bringing this research about vulnerability and authenticity into leadership conversations. Incredible work that she's doing. And she says that this is other research, not hers, but she quoted the person who was doing this research, I don't know who, that research into dehumanization. And you've heard me talk about this, if you've heard me speak before. I have a lot of concern in our political division for the dehumanization of groups of people. And I have said that our theology, our philosophy doesn't allow us to do that because we know that God is present in all people at all times. Some seem to be forgetful of that, but we are not. There's nothing in unity that says it's okay to call that group of people other than the light of God. And particularly I've called out the dehumanization of trans people. It's happening a lot in this country now and in other places in the world, and we stand with our trans brothers and sisters because we know the light of God is in them. A lot of dehumanization of immigrants. And in the political thing, both sides do it, whether they're calling the other side a basket of deplorables or they're calling Somali immigrants garbage. This has happened. We've all heard it. And what Brene is saying is it's incredibly dangerous because it leads to violence. She says that the research shows that we are hardwired not to harm another human being. Did you know that? It's biological. It's in us. It says somebody who's like us, we don't harm them. And by using language, we can convince ourselves that those people aren't human, and it's okay to kill, to outcast, to make them other than the child of God that they are. So that's the end of my politics today, I promise. But what politics is, it's policy, public policy, the way we're living our values together. And I will continue to stand for unity. I will continue to stand for human dignity. And of course, we need common sense immigration reform. We all know that. But what we need is to tell our leaders to get together in the room, both parties, and hammer out some improvements here. That this finger pointing and blaming and dehumanizing is not the answer. Now, let's point that finger back at us. That if we want to see more love in the world, guess where you get to start? Dang it. I really thought Marla was going to handle this for all of us, but no, I got to do mine. I got to do my work. I want to read you my talk description today. I've got a lot on my plate sometimes, but I know what I like to talk about during the holidays. It's always a variation, like 6 or 7 topics that I just do different ways. And when I went back, and I did these weeks and months ago, and when I picked up a couple of weeks ago, what am I going to be talking on the 14th? I was like, did I write that? I have no memory. I've never given this talk at Christmas time, but here's what I wrote. The title today is The Greatest Gift. Sometimes the gift-giving tradition is a joyous way of showing love and appreciation. And sometimes it feels like obligation. What if we gave our presents as well as our presents? In this time of increasing isolation and loneliness, what if we turn the tide in our own lives? Emerson says, the only way to have a friend is to be a friend. A Course in Miracles, and Debbie, I apologize, she's our Monday night Course in Miracles teacher. I don't remember the quote exactly, but it says something to the effect of, the only thing missing in any situation is what I'm not willing to give. If we see something missing, it's because we're not giving it. Whew, it's a lot of responsibility, isn't it? So I want to talk about the ways we show up for each other. And I am not being critical of all of you here in Houston, snug in your comfy cozies at your house watching me right now. I'm not. But I'm going to keep inviting you to get here. Because when you get here, it's different, isn't it? Yeah, the energy is different. And if everybody just stayed home, what would we do? So those of you who came, got in your car, bundled up, and drove across town to get here this morning, thank you for showing up. And I look out here and I see you. And that's a gift that you just gave me by being here today. And I know sometimes I call out people's names, and I know some people have told me, well, it's like you never call out my name, so it makes me feel left out. I hope I'm not doing that. I'm not meaning to leave anybody out, but sometimes that I see people I love, and I just have to say their name. Hi, Mary. I just can't help it. I love people. I love our people. And there's some of you I haven't seen in a long time this way. You see me every Sunday, but I haven't gotten to see you. Our dear Margie Fry. I'm not going to say how old she was, but I was at her 92nd birthday party, which was not this year. Or maybe it's her 91st. If I added a year to her age, she is not going to be happy. Margie has had a lot of health problems, a lot of challenges, and she's been really ill and unable to leave her home, unable to receive visitors. And I tell you, every time I see her, she's of a certain age, wearing high heels, cute haircut, great makeup, and a nice outfit. Isn't that true? She looks like $1 million every time. And she told Cindy's our pastoral care minister, she told her that her intention is to be here in this room on December 24th and light a candle. If Margie Fry can do it and look dang cute, I invite you to come here. Give the gift of your presence to your community. And just like Barbara and Celine sang, love will be the gift you give yourself. It's a gift for you to show up for other people. We had a memorial service yesterday. I had two, one on Friday and one yesterday, and they were both so beautiful and sweet and so filled with love. The one yesterday was for David Philpott. Many of you wouldn't know him. He was a former prayer partner here at the community. At one time on Wednesday nights, we had created these prayer groups, and he led a group over there. Wonderful, unique, very individual guy. Wonderful. And he wasn't everybody's cup of tea. And yet, and I will tell you, he passed away. He was in Oklahoma. He had been ill, and most of us had lost touch with him. And the family wasn't able to give a memorial. And so his ex-girlfriend wanted to give a memorial, and she put it all together, covered all the costs. And I wasn't sure if anybody would show up, but a few of us were there. Thank you, Mindy, for being there, and Charmaine, who spoke beautifully. And there were probably 25 of us gathered in the chapel. And people told the most beautiful stories about him and his quirkiness and his eccentricity, his humanity. And I just sat there and I cried. It's like, look how beautiful our community is. That somebody like David found a place to fit here for a long time. And for me, it was the essence of showing up yesterday. We're just going to show up and say, we knew this man and he mattered to us. And to hear the beautiful things that were spoken. It just moved me so much. So now I want to talk about another kind of showing up. It's the way we show up for ourselves. I wasn't planning on telling this, so I don't have all the quote. But when my dad died 9 years ago, our senior associate minister at the time, Reverend Karen Tudor, who has a bit of a medium's gift, she often gets messages from people who have crossed over to the other side. And I'm not someone who usually seeks out a medium, but I just said, do you get anything? And she's like, I don't know. She's like, I get a sense of connection, but I don't have any words. And then later, she did, and she shared with me, it was not a direct message from my father, but her sense of what he was about and it was perfect. And she said, I sense that he is a large, warm, loving presence behind you. And she said, he is your champion. He was in life, and is even more so from where he is now. And mostly in the farthest recesses of your own self-judgment. That was my dad. He loved me. Yeah, I was human. I really messed up. I mean, I'm so glad he got to see me get sober, and I'm so glad he got to see me be a minister. And when he came here for the first time, he was already at the early stages of Alzheimer's, but he sat right there before the service. He said, Mike, I think our whole town could fit in this place. And I didn't say 3 times over. I grew up in a really little town, but I'm so grateful. And I got to sing for him. I sang How Great Thou Art, and he did the ugly cry right here on the front row. And I'm so grateful he got to see me through the other side, but he saw me through it. He was the one who just kept showing up for me again and again. He didn't understand this weird unity thing I was a part of, but he loved me. I mean, my family's Pentecostal, you know. Like they didn't understand, but he loved me. So showing up for myself, that is my job now, isn't it? But I still need other people to help me. My dad, yep, and others. Another song lyric, Mary, you will know this one, written by Ricky Byers-Beckwith and Michael Beckwith. It's a wonderful chant from the Agape International Spiritual Center in Los Angeles. I love myself so much that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, that you can love me so much, that I can start loving me. Do I need to say that again? I love myself. I'll sing it. I love myself so much that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, that you can love me so much, that I can start loving me. Love is the gift you give yourself. When I'm showing up for you, you show up for me, and I'm able to show up for me. The last thing I want to talk about is the gift you are. Here's the problem. You don't know who you are. You don't. None of us do. Because what we are is the magnificence of the universe. What we are is pure potentiality, for unlimited beyond belief. That's what we really are. Created in the image and likeness of divine love and power. That's what you are. That's what I am. That's the light of the Christ. And we look to Jesus as one of those who realized it perhaps more fully than others do. The Buddha, Muhammad. We look to them as these amazing people who got in touch with this spiritual reality in such a way that it created whole movements. And 2,000 years later, we're still celebrating the birth and the life and the teaching. That's where we really focus on in unity around Jesus. It's the teaching that, don't you know, you are the light of the world. It's what he told us. Don't you know? But you don't, and I don't either. My dear Maggie Cole, I'm looking directly into the camera. You're sitting in your bunker in your wonderful house in Northern California, and I'm going to disagree with you for a minute. Maggie was on this stage with me a few years ago, and she said she doesn't like it when people say they forget, like a spiritual forgetting. She's like, I never forget the presence of God. I get you, but I don't know a better way to say this thing that happens. I'll have moments of high consciousness and connection, and the next thing I know, I'm yelling at the screen because the quarterback dropped the football. Or worse, I'll be unkind to someone that I really care about in my life. Now, maybe that's not forgetting, sweetheart, but I can't think of a better way to describe this. When I'm acting from an old wound, I'm acting from some protected thing. You know, Brene Brown also does all this research on her work on shame and authenticity and vulnerability. And years ago, she did a fundraiser for the Young Center. It was at River Oaks Country Club, and there were a lot of very smart people, a lot of therapists in that room. And she said she had just started she had finished the first draft of her leadership book, which is called Dare to Lead, fabulous book. And she said, do you know what our research shows us is is the obstacle to courageous leadership. And everybody said, fear. She was like, that's what I thought too. But no, it's not fear. It's armor. Armor. It's those defenses we throw up so we don't get hurt is the very obstacle for our own being courageous and available for life to flow through us. That's the forgetting that we're talking about. When I'm going back into some pattern of self-protection rather than showing up open and available, because this is vulnerable. And she says this, do you know what? One of the most vulnerable things you can ever do is experience joy. Yeah, some of you get it. When you're experiencing joy, are you scared about somebody going to say something about you? No. You're just available to life. Teilhard de Chardin says that joy is the most sure sign of the presence of God. So when you're experiencing joy, you're available to that Christ light shining through you. Here it is. Life is great. Oh my God, it's great being me. In this moment, available to joy. But we armor up. Claudio Naranjo, who is considered the modern day father of the Enneagram, he says that the personality is our defense against love. That's a deep one. It took me a little while to figure that out, but I realized that he's right. That early on, we were harmed in some way in our family of origin. We all were. That's just a human thing. And we learned to armor. We learned a defense mechanism so that I wouldn't get hurt like that again. And it might protect us from getting hurt, but it also protects us from being loved. And so the work of birthing the Christ is to begin to disarm, to begin to uncloak, to begin to let us see who you are, human, warts and all. That is the path of getting this thing going in your life. We're afraid to show up because we're afraid we're not enough or that we're too much. I'll speak for myself as an extrovert. And I'm here to tell you, you're just right. You're just right. We needed one just like you. Only one. We needed one just like you. Just you. We needed you. So my invitation for you this Christmas is to give the gift of you. And it might mean calling your mom, forgiving her for something she did 60 years ago or last week. And maybe not even telling her that you've forgiven her, probably. It might mean reaching out to a friend that it's been so long, oh my God, it's going to be so weird if I call them now. Call them. It might be coming to church. You don't know who you're going to see here. That you might be the exact gift that we needed that day. John Denver. I'm going to close with John Denver. Actually, this is my next to closing, so. He wrote a song late in his career. I was heartbroken when he died. I love this man's music. You know, he was never able to stay sober. And I don't know if he was intoxicated when his plane crashed, but everything I've read, he just really was not able to get the gift of sobriety. And so as beautiful and optimistic and hopeful as his music is, he still wasn't able to get there, but he gets to be human too. But late in his career, he wrote a song called The Gift of You. YouTube it. Imagine a month of Sundays, each one a cloudy day. Imagine the moment the sun came shining through. Imagine that ray of sunshine is you. Remember your darkest hour with dawn still far away. Remember the way that you long for morning's light. Think of yourself as a candle in the night. the gift you are, the very first breath of spring, the gift you are, all the joy love can bring, the gift you are, all of our dreams come true, the gift you are, the gift of you. One more from that. There's another line I love from this song. Dream of a bright tomorrow and know that your dream will come true. Carry your dream in a sparkling crystal jar, and then you will know the kind of gift that you are. Normally, this is when I would ask Gary to start playing beautiful piano music, and I would do our prayer at the end of the sermon, but I want to sing. With apologies to my dear beloved Maggie Cole. I wrote this song with my friend Melissa Felipe. She wrote a beautiful, simple chant that says, I am remembering who I am. Because some part of us has never forgotten the truth of the indwelling Christ in our own being. But we all do forget in this human journey. And so we wrote this song together as something we would sing in spiritual community. Something a vulnerable ask of someone is to say, when I forget the truth of who I am, will you remember for me? And that's what this song is. When I forget, will you remember for me? When I forget, will you remember for me? Help me see what you see when I forget. And that there will be some time when you're feeling pretty good. You're feeling centered in the light of your own life and the light of God. And there will be somebody who comes before you and they're hurting and they're struggling. And whether they ask you this overtly or not, you can see their pain as a question to you. Will you remember for me when I forget? And you can respond. When you forget, I will remember for you. When you forget, I will remember for you. I will see what you can't see. When you forget. That is the essence of community. That is the essence of relationship, is that we forget and we remember for one another. Will you pray with me now? In this moment, I remember the deepest teaching that was ever given to me is that the presence of God is everywhere, including right here where I am and within me. This creativity, this peace, this joy, this love, this light is right here. And so what I know is this community is built around that idea that we can remember for one another as we grow and heal. And so I speak my word over the community, both in person and far-flung by the internet, that this is a place where we remember one for another the truth that the light of God lives in each of us. And what I see is as this community grows and deepens in this consciousness that when there are times that we are hurting, we don't stay away, we don't isolate, we come together and we share where we are, just as we are. And we can ask, when I forget, will you remember for me? And So we do it in our prayers, we do it in our smiles. We remember for one another that God's light and love live in you and in me. And I will see what you can't see. When you forget, I will remember. When you forget, I will remember. And we remember for each other that God is here and all is well. Amen.
Reverend Michael, God, thank you so much for your powerful message and for the precious gift that you are to the spiritual community. Thank you so much. We love you. And now is the time for our ushers to come forward. It's time for the blessing of our tithes and our offerings. And I know the blessing's not on the screens, but we can do it together anyway today. There's so many ways to give. You can give online. You can go to our website and click on and give. However you're giving today, just take your blessing to your heart. And as the basket comes around, just put your hand over the basket and bless with love the offertory as it goes around today. And so our offertory blessing today, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all the good I am and have, all the good I give and receive. And so it is. Amen.
Sat upon your knee. I wrote to you with childhood fantasies. Well, I'm all grown up now, yet still need help somehow. I'm not a child, but my heart still can dream. So here's my lifelong wish, my grown-up Christmas wish, not for myself, but for a world in need. No more lives torn apart, that wars would never start, that time would heal all hearts. Everyone would have a friend, and right would always win, and love would never end. This is my grown-up Christmas list. As children we believed the grandest sight to see was something special wrapped beneath a tree. But heaven only knows that packages and bows can never heal a hurting human soul. No more lives torn apart, that wars would never start, that time would heal all of youth. Maybe only in our blind belief could we ever know the never start. The time would heal all hearts. Everyone would have a friend, and rights would always win, and love would never end. This is my grown-up Christmas list. This is my only lifelong wish. This is my grown-up Christmas list.
We have Second Sunday today in the bookstore, so we invite you to go over and get some refreshments. We have activities going on over there today. We have an art display by Vivian Morales that'll be in the art gallery. You can meet the artist. We also have Jeanette Armsmet, who is there with hats and headdresses and for you to try on. There's photo opportunities to take fun photos over in the art gallery as well today, and in the bookstore area. That's going to be so much fun. We have our grief support group in the reading room, which is in the bookstore building. And then we want to share with you, we have our midweek service, the 12 Powers, here on Wednesday night in the Pyramid, with our ministers and our licensed Unity teachers, and I believe others as well.
Ministerial students and just leaders in the community, yeah.
So that is such a beautiful ceremony. We invite you to come and be a part of it and join us for that. And you can go to our homepage for all the information that we talked about today, and our prayer partners are available to pray with you if you would like prayer. And now we have our youth and family ministry joining us today.
Look how beautiful. Oh my gosh. Wow. How many days left till Christmas, guys? Do you remember? Do you know? 12. 12? I think there are only, they're less than that. I think there are only 11. 11 days till Christmas. On the 11th day of Christmas. Just kidding. Who would like to share with me? What's your favorite thing about Christmas? What is your favorite thing?
Getting toys.
Of course, getting toys. I'm coming over here. What's your favorite thing about Christmas? What do you like about Christmas? Getting presents? What do you want? What do you want for Christmas this year? Do you know?
Yes.
You're gonna tell me?
A blue Pokemon backpack that opens and it has a jungle in it.
Wow, that's very specific. I love it. What are you wanting for Christmas? What do you love about Christmas, Scarlett?
To see family.
To see family. Oh, where's Angela? I saw her. That's so beautiful. That's so good. What do you love about Christmas?
That me and my mom usually go up to Connecticut for Christmas.
Oh my gosh, Connecticut is beautiful at Christmas time. Okay, two more. Okay, Adrienne, what do you love about Christmas?
Gifts.
Gifts. What do you want this year?
A new backpack.
A new backpack, very popular. What do you love about Christmas?
I love about giving and making cookies.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Oh, we have more. Okay, a couple more. The Texans are winning, by the way. It's 10-0, so yeah. What do you love?
I love going on vacations on Christmas.
That's right. No school, right? Yes. Love it. Okay, and somebody over here. Who wanted to say something? What do you want for Christmas?
I want toys.
Toys. Okay, Santa Claus, I hope you're listening. Isn't this beautiful? This is why we can keep this community going, so we can, because here's the thing. They're getting a different message in Sunday school than I got as a kid. We're telling them the gift they are, that God is in them, and that's so beautiful. So I invite you now to stand as you're able as we sing our peace song to close our service. Thank you.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let me walk with my family in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
We'll see if we remember the prayer for protection. Here we go. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. And today we proclaim that God is good all the time. I remember the prayer for protection.
It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. In a beautiful world. In a beautiful world. So put a smile on your face. Put a smile on your face. Shine your light in the world. Shine your light in the world. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. In a beautiful world. In a beautiful world. So put a smile on your face. Put a smile on your face. Shine your light in the world. Shine your light in the world. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. In a beautiful world. So put a smile on your face. Put a smile on your face. And shine your light in the world. Shine your light in the world. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. In a beautiful world. In a beautiful world. So put a smile on your face. Put a smile on your face.